Hey YouTube, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I've got a new unboxing today. I was watching the Goulet Pod Pincast, always a dangerous thing, and Drew was going through his top pin choices, and I'm sorry if you can hear my air conditioning unit, his top pin choices for under $25, and this made the list. I bought the one that he was wrangling with on this pin choice, which was the, excuse me, the Pilot Metropolitan, which I did buy. It was my very first fountain pen years and years ago, but I wasn't aware of this one. And I'm trying to hedge on my next more pricier Pilot purchase, whether or not I want to go ahead and get a medium nib size, because I'm trying to expand my preferences. I'm very much a fine, extra fine person, given how I write, but I'm trying to expand into medium nibs, and I might even try a broad nib before the end of the year. But right now, this is a medium Pilot, and I'm going to crack open the box. I looked at it yesterday, but I'm going to unpackage it like it's brand new for you guys, and for all intents and purposes, it is, unless you're watching this years later. It comes with the user care guide, and I bought this time, I just want to double check, I bought a medium Pilot Explorer pen. This is another pen that is under $25. It comes with a Pilot, probably Nanami or Irizuku black cartridge, so I'll kind of keep that for prosperity. This can kind of come in handy for other Pilot pens that I have. And this is the pen. I went with the clear body. This also comes in kind of like a gold kind of color, a white with black accents color. This one has the clear, and I think one that's all black are the color choices for this pen. I bought this one off of Amazon just because, you know, I could get it quickly, and I really do want to experiment with the medium nib. This is a postable pen, and a very lightweight one to boot. As you can see, it comes with that squeeze cartridge with the Pilot. But these also, and this was another reason why I wanted to get this pen, is it also comes, or can take, the Pilot Con 70 converter, which, you know, I'm taking this one out. And I just happen to have an extra one here because I thought I needed to buy one when I bought my, I don't know if it was my Pilot Custom 823. I think that was a misnomer on my, no, my Pilot Vanishing Point. I'm sorry, the Custom 823 is a vacuum fill. You can't utilize this at all. But for my Pilot Vanishing Point, I wasn't sure if it came with one, so I went ahead and bought one for that. Let me just take this little sticker off. And I am going to ink this pen up today with ink number 22 from the 2021 Diamine Ink Vent Calendar. The color of this one is Black Ivy. It looks like it's got some green properties. I'm looking for a green ink. If I don't like that, then I will probably put in Shikuren Pilot Irizuku Shikuren in it, which is a much paler writing pen. I'm not going to try to fill this up all the way, but I am going to switch out this squeeze piston that they have in this one. Never done this before. That just pops right off. And I guess this can be like a squeeze sack. I find this to be woefully underwhelming. I think that Pilot is, in some cases, kind of like Iveco. It's like, can you give us a converter that we really can use? So I will pop this back into the case as well as the instructions. Just want to double check here something really quick. Yeah, that was a kind of bulb squeeze piston converter. So I'm just double checking to make sure. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to trust Drew's word on that, and if it turns out not to be correct, then I will stick the cartridge in and keep it moving. Just trying to fight now with how to open up this converter. looking like it wants to fight me. All right, finally. And I'm going to need some scissors to open it up. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm really glad summer's here, but I'm already kind of anxious about the fact that we're already halfway through the year already. Let's see here. Yes, it is July, and it's approaching quick. Okay, there we go. So we've got the wonderful pumping mechanism. Like I said, I got a medium nib on here, and excuse me, my hands have ink swatches on here because I was trying to find the right medium, and I hope you guys can kind of see that in the glistening of the light. Let me just go ahead and now have the joy of working on this pump filler mechanism of the Con 70. Pretty straightforward. I've got a ton of ink on my hand from holding it, oh yeah, on the bottle. Let me just wipe off that. This does appear to me to be kind of a blue blackish kind of color. I did not fill this up all the way, but I am now going to have to, because I've got ink everywhere, pause. Okay, I try to get as much of the ink off of my hands, but I just think it'll just take time, several washes, and it should be back to normal with my fingers in my hand. You're not a ink enthusiast until you get lots of ink on your hands. It's like a badge of courage and honor at the same time, being a fountain pen aficionado or fountain pen head. All right, let's get into a blank sheet of paper. And this is the Tomoe River writing pad by Galen Leather. So I'm gonna just slide this underneath here. Mess up the guideline, because me writing straight just on the off chances, not very high. All right, so this is, oh, this is nice. This is the Pilot Explorer in a medium nib, steel. And the ink is Diamine, Black Ivy, and I'm not seeing any sheen on it yet, but it is really buttery smooth on a medium nib. I'm trying to figure out and determine, and the reason why I wanted to get this, even though I know it's not a 14 karat gold nib, is I'm thinking about getting a medium for the Pilot Custom 74. That's one of my holy grail pens as well. And I'm trying to determine if I'm going to really enjoy the medium nib versus my fine or extra fine, which I absolutely love on Pilot, although I know it doesn't show off ink quality as well as a medium nib. I'm trying to break out of the habit. I'm a dodo. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized that I did not have my mic on. Almost halfway through this video, but I've added the mic, so I know the sound quality should hopefully be a lot better than it was. I'm just finishing off this writing sample on the Pilot Explorer in a medium nib. Let me see if it does a reverse writing. Oh, it does. Notice how my penmanship changes. And I can't get my Z out fast enough. That is quite the difference in line variation. That's regular, and that's reverse. It will definitely handle reverse writing. going to have to play with this because I really like the fact that all I have to do is turn my pen and I've got a whole different writing experience. It's like almost having two pens in one. This ink is pretty wet from Diamine. And as you can see, I'm hoping that you can kind of get this. It's actually kind of a greenish black color. I don't think the light is really showing it off very well, especially, you know, towards the end of the day. It's almost 7 o'clock in the evening, but it's summertime. So actually I'm getting a little bit more light than I would if this was fall or winter. Tomoe River paper. I've got ghosting but no bleed through. I really like this pen. I'm kind of torn though. I don't know if it's going to write fine enough for me until I actually start to really use it. I'm usually really leery of Western medium point nibs. I find them to be a little bit too big for the size of my handwriting and the type of journal books and notebooks that I like to use. But I think that this one may work, and I think I need to just play with it and get really familiar with it because I really do like how fine the lines can go and the variation that I can get by just turning the pen around. So my opinions, like I said, this was not a very expensive pen on Amazon at all. I did kind of play around, or I'm sorry, I'm brain farting, just kind of thinking here. I did not fill this up to capacity either in the Con 70 converter. It's a little bit messy of a process. I think going forward I won't pump, I'll just use a syringe because putting my hands around the bottle, I just got inked up all over the place. But I think I've got enough ink in here with the agitator, hopefully, to get a really good idea of it. But I'm going to play with this for the next couple of weeks and just see how it goes. I probably will try to just refill it and see if I can get a really enjoyable writing experience. If anybody else has used this pen, please leave comments below. What nib size did you get? Did you like it? Especially if you got a fine or an extra fine, I would definitely be interested in knowing what your thoughts and opinions are on the nib and the writing experience for those. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of that as my nib sizes of choice and like expand. So I will be trying to get really familiar with this and use it in my One Book July setup for the month as my go-to pen. All right, that's all I've got for today. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I'm fishing for content from you guys. What would you like to see? If you want me to do a Q&A about me, myself, my pens, my hobbies, let me know in the links below and I'll try to get that out. And otherwise, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you later. Until next time, bye.